Oxfords, Brogues, Oxfords, Brogues, Oxfords, Brogues, Oxfords, Derbies, Derbies, Brogues, Oxfords, Derbies, Oxfords, Brogues.
Going to need a pair of shoes to go with your suit. An Oxford is any formal shoe with open lacing. This additional decorative piece is called broguing.
Oxford's not Brogues.
Words to live by, Eggsy. Words to live by.
Hey gents, Kingsman Secret Service was one of my favorite action films in recent years. I'm a huge Bond fan, and it's a love letter to the Bond franchise, and I really love the series. We're coming up on the sequel, but there's a saying in the first one, and originally it's a comic and everything, but they say Oxford's not Brogues. And I've done my best to search the web for what this might mean. Here's what the difference is between an Oxford and a Brogue. The baseline comparison to make is the difference between an Oxford and a Derby. The main difference here is the way that the shoelaces are stitched. There's a closed vamp on the Oxford here, and the Derby has open eyelets over here. So that is the difference between the two bases of shoes. The reason to make this distinction is that an Oxford can be a Brogue. Brogues refer to the perforations and the styling along the stitches here. So this is a brogued Oxford because you see it has the closed eyelets, and this is a non-brogued Oxford. So an Oxford can be a Brogue, but Oxfords do not have to be Brogues. You can have different styles of Oxford Brogues. You can have your full wingtips, as here. You can have your cap toe Brogues, which has perforations on the toe. And then you can have something very nice and subtle, which would be like this Oxford Brogue here, where you just have the perforation stylings along the stitches. So these are your Brogues. Brogues, as I understand it, were always more of a working man's shoe traditionally, so they are a more informal shoe compared to the Oxford. The Oxford is very much a clean, formal style. The Brogue is a little bit more casual, but based on the way that a lot of guys dress today, if you're wearing a Brogue Oxford versus a nicer looking Derby like these Salvatore Ferragamos, you're still going to look well dressed. So you can have something like your Kenneth Coles here, which are a Derby, but still a dress shoe. You can have something like your Hugo Bosses here, which looks like an Oxford because it does have the cap toe, but it is a Derby based on the shoelace openings. And then you have something like your Salvatore Ferragamos here, where it's a beautiful, high-end, expensive shoe, but you have the Derby styling on the laces. So you have your Derbies, you have your Oxfords, you have your Brogues.
Manners maketh man.
Now, two things to note. These are my Paul Evans Oxfords here, and if you're looking for a spy shoe, you need something to perform. And I just picked up, you guys were recommending these Wolf and Shepherd shoes, so these are new. I'm looking forward to trying these. These actually have a world record for a half marathon that was run in these, so I'm excited to try these. And then I've also been trying, I know you guys like over the calf socks, and I've been trying these Step Into Life socks. These are made in the USA. They've got some cool designs, but they are a nice over the calf style. They haven't been falling down on me, which is really nice. And so a couple of things that I'm looking into as part of my overall, I just look into everything. And since I know you guys will ask, this is my vest from Indochino, this is my white shirt from Proper Cloth, and this is a tie from, I believe it was Gentleman's Box a few months ago. Now I'm curious too, this isn't the defining video on the Oxfords versus Brogues debate. It's the best that I can find. If you have an opinion too, let me know down in the comments. You can also reach out at @_Kavalier on Twitter and Instagram. If you love the Kingsman movies, tell me what you like about them. I'm really excited to go see the new one. And if Matthew Vaughn is watching, let me get on the red carpet. I've got great suits. I'll look just like a Kingsman. I don't want to look like a statesman because I want to wear suits, but I'll look just like a Kingsman. Until next time, gents, this is the Kavalier. I'm serious, Matthew. Call me. It's time to start the night. I'm bringing the beat. Next time you don't come, say I know what me. I'm a bitch show tonight. Man, if I was getting judged on how well I know these songs, I would not win anything there.